have a special because of them being around for 30 years or whatever. They're going back to their opening prices from when they first started for large pieces.
Okay.
I'm ordering
All
right
right.
now.
Alexander, I am sorry for interrupting.
Thank you, Alien. And there's no way they're selling pizza for 30 cents.
It's 30 cents
Large?
with the purchase of any large pizza.
Got it. So you buy a large and then you get another pizza that's 30 cents?
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds like a
I got
scam.
it. Who would
It's a
buy
marketing
a
ploy.
30-cent crust-only pizza?
Yeah, you know what they do to that 30-cent pizza? You don't want to know.
Oh yeah, you don't want to know. It involves the floor and some mop water.
Oh God!
That's so gross. That's gross. No, it involves the crust that they were flipping in the air and accidentally dropped on the ground and someone stepped on it. That's the one you get. Din Tai Fung in Bellevue. I know. Hey, Nusslerak, you're in Seattle. There's a concert tomorrow at Chop Suey for band in Seattle that I'm hosting. If you want to come say hi, it's like $10 at the door. There's 5 bands. I think Wayne Wolf is going to swing by, but you know, if you wanted to swing by, Chop Suey.
Chop suey. We need chop suey food.
Chop Suey sounds like the name of some fake Chinese restaurant.
My name is chop suey.
I tried finding it. Why? 12 hours? Yeah, I tried finding the longest marathon because NES wise, I know Atari. There have been some long Ataris.
Yeah, it's on a score.
It's all about
I guess it all depends on what game you're playing and how long it takes you to crack the game.
Yeah. Unless you're playing Raiders of the Lost Ark on the Atari.
Well, yeah, I mean NES is tough because yeah, the one I read about was what's his name? Who did the Q*bert? Just back in February last year, George Lutz, 84 hours, 48 minutes on Q*bert. I mean, that's crazy.
An Ultra Games version? Dang.
And it,
it's
on an upright. It was on an upright.
Yeah, but I got a better idea. What if you switched the controller diagonally? Much easier. Because the cross would be like an X.
Oh, it is. That's what it is on the original.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And if you did it on the NES, you would be able to play it.
Oh, I see.
Not having this, you'd have this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
You're talking an X, yeah. Yeah.
Better.
This says, oh, well, this is not NES, but Australian man breaks gaming marathon record with 135 hours of Black Ops 2. Holy crap.
Oh, God.
That tops the previous record of 120 hours, 7 minutes, which was set earlier this year by Canadian duo playing Sony's
Whose
Resistance
speed is that?
series. It took Kaya 7 days to reach the 135-hour, 50-minute mark, though he didn't actually play in one long, uninterrupted session. Yeah. Guinness rules players are granted one 10-minute break every hour. Oh, that's interesting, 10-minute. And any unspent time is accumulated. By skipping several breaks, Kaya was able to actually catch a little sleep and stay in relatively good spirits. He looks horrible in the picture, by the way.
Let's see how that counts.
It doesn't. It's not the same. And I mean, and you're constantly dying. I appreciated what Victor was doing, which was on a game consistently playing Missile Command, just consistent.
I saw it, too. It was like worldwide.
I mean,
all day and all night.
yeah, and it was, and he did build up things. Not even 1 hour of it.
He did
much
take
less.
breaks, but nowhere near long enough to sleep because that would crash the game.
Yeah,
Well, no, see,
yeah.
That wasn't what he was going for. He wasn't going for, without any sleep. He was going for on 1 credit. That was his record.
Yes, his record was 100 hours, 1 credit,
Right.
world record, and 10,000. So
He got 2 of them. He didn't get the.
2 out of 3. Yeah, I mean, still 71 hours was way longer than he went last time.
Wait, what?
But yeah, no, it wasn't as much as that other one.
I'd much rather that he quit out when he did,
I don't know about.
because of the reasons he did, than have him delusional on day 6.
Oh yeah, poor guy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I was there all day, all night. Damn. He probably has some delusions.
What are you doing?
Day 6 comes around, you're going to
You
be
need help?
delusional.
Paul Nyhart?
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna be like high, seeing unicorns, like smoking weed.
And don't even try for a day 7.
I wouldn't
Upper
do
guy.
it.
The one time I stayed awake for several days, it was 6 days. And the 3 days following that, I was sleeping except to go to the bathroom and eat.
Yeah, that sounds like the worst idea ever.
Yeah, but did you see any delusion?
Oh, let's see.
I was hearing
How
some
many
weird
hours
shit. I
has
wasn't
Rudy?
seeing
Oh,
stuff.
sorry, Muscle and Fitness. I will tell you. He's been going since 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's been going for 9 hours and 15 minutes. 9 hours, 15 minutes. He's at 4.5 million.
Someone saying weed. Oh my god. Yes, I did. And I have some. Just kidding.
Are you going to share?
No.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 16 and I have weed.
Oh man.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
oh man, this cracks me up.
I think this guy is going crazy. I'm looking at his picture right now. I'm looking at the picture now, and the guy that did the world record, that broke the RB world record. It's not too good.
Ugh.
God.
Oh, gee. Cash cow.
Although one thing, I
God,
am glad
oh my god.
I'll have seaweed, I have the real weed, I have cocaine.
Wow.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, I think he's.
Yeah.
I think under his eyes he's
Yeah.
looking not that good.
Want a joint?
Oh my god.
Oh man. Nimbus is so funny. I'll do it. No, I'm just kidding.
What the?
I don't even have wax. I mean, crap. Never screwed me up.
Yeah.
You tell him, sir. It's a family
Yeah.
show. Thanks, Muscle Fitness.
When the 5th Xbox and the 8th PlayStation are out, by then I'll probably be making GameCube games.
Hey, they remade Wingmaker. They should remake Pikmin. Something.
Yeah, that's totally what we need. We totally need a Pikmin 3.
What?
You know, you know,
We already have a Pikmin 3.
Oh, well, that's right. I forgot that came out.
Yeah, I was talking about Pikmin remake. Like, a version like Wind Waker.
I totally forgot that there was a Pikmin 3.
Mooner.
That doesn't count then.
And all I could hear was love it, love it.
It's
Mooner,
on the Wii U.
unfortunately 2 is not working right now. Yeah, so 2's having a problem.
From what?
So as soon as we get that fixed.
Oh.
yeah. Two is close right now.
I'm gonna throw this away. I'll be back.
Have you thrown the computer that camera 2's on out in the middle of the street yet? Maybe that'll fix it.
Wow.
You ever wonder if some people's parents would ever watch this stream, what they would think?
Yes. Always do. I especially did back in Tiny Chat days. We had this kid. His name was Cody. His real name was not Cody, but he was Cody, and he literally would sit in his bed and play video games and watch us, and then he would just order games from Amazon. I mean, I swear, he was always shopping on Amazon. Look what I'm going to buy now. Look what I'm going to buy now. And
Amazon is awesome.
and he would say things, and he eventually took a screen capture of a girl who kind of had a cleavage shirt. You know, it wasn't like naked or anything, but took a picture and was making lewd comments and saying things about alcohol and drugs. And the girl tracked down his parents, called them, and told them what he had been doing, and we never saw him again.
Nice.
He didn't die, but we knew that he got, like,
He done got caught.
well, yeah, he just wasn't allowed on the internet anymore.
It's for that reason is why my kids are not allowed to have computers in their room. It's in a common area.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Otherwise, are you kidding me? Porn is so prevalent, kids would see that at such an early age, and then you don't want your young boy getting addicted to porn.
Right.
So.
Porn is a factor, don't get me wrong, and that is correct, but there are much worse on the internet that I'm more worried about.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes. Yeah. No, totally.
But yeah, porn is definitely a factor, but there are much worse things that I worry about as well. That's why computers or with internet access is in the common area only.
Yeah. 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 You're smart. Smart.
Yeah, my dad caught me once. My dad caught me once with overage girls. Underage girls. He caught me once. I was not home once. I was talking to older girls. And my dad caught.
And you got busted. Did you learn your lesson?
What are you doing? I'm talking to older girls.
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah.
All right, good. We don't want to have to bust you. We don't want to have to bust you again.
No, my dad doesn't care what I do on the internet now. I'm old.
You're old?
Because I grew up with anime. Well, I always ate my dad. So I grew up with violent video games, and I grew up with violent, Mortal Kombat for the PC. I grew up with that. I grew up with Mortal Kombat for the PC.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat!
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Ow.
Yeah, that's really.
Sorry, I'm doing a really
Has
good
anyone played
part.
the old school one?
It's very loud.
Has anyone played the old school one? PSN, at PSN Network, or Xbox? I used to play the old. I played the old school
It's from the
game for
commercial.
Octopath. I think
And also the movie.
You leaving?
Do not talk about Annihilation.
Anyone remember Jesse Slaughter?
Yeah. Murder might be gay.
My boarding pass. Yeah, like 10. I think 11. Flights, boards at 10:30, leaves at 11. So, no, just me. I'm going up and coming back. Going up, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. Because it's just hosting this one concert, so. But I'm the host of the show, so I want to. What?
Hey, at least it ain't David Letterman.
I don't even know what that means.
What does that even mean?
That's not
The
applicable.
late night show.
I know.
Really? Is that what that's from?
I know who he is, but it just didn't make any sense. Buddy, that just didn't make sense.
At least
I would
you're not
imagine the promotion is going to kick in here. Probably,
Now?
yeah, once
It took about 30 minutes.
once Alien lets out the word to all his social networks, I think the promotion should probably kick in.
They know about it.
Get this on Pinterest, right?
No, Tiny Chat.
Oh god, yeah, that's you know
I'll
what?
see
That's so
later.
much better.
Because they kicked the person who just dicks anyways. They kick people who show dicks anyways. I don't like that. That shit is ugly.
Wow, I'm going to walk away for a moment because
What? Alright. So we have this girl mod in here that people
that doesn't give you
act
free
like
reign.
perps,
I
so
still can
cuss
talk
them
on
out,
the
call them
microphone.
cunts,
And I
so,
might possibly be able to hear you down the hall.
bunch of
so
bitches.
just so you're aware, just because I'm not in the room. doesn't
Leave
mean
the girl
you
alone.
just go for
Beyonce.
it. Like, hey, he's gone. It's my time to shine. Go for it.
Yeah, who
Saying.
here plays the Mad Dog? Who plays the Mad Dog
Yeah,
games? Mad Dog, the Mad Dog games.
Dun, 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 dun,
Mad
dun.
Dog?
Yeah,
You
who
mean
plays it?
American laser
Yeah, who played it? I played the PSN version of Mad Dog. It's pretty cool.
I played the PC version. American laser
Yeah. Who here plays the, you know, the arcade? Who loves the arcade game when you play Bud?
Yeah, it
When
was
you
an
have
arcade
a-
game, actually.
Arcade game.
It's a Laserdisc game. That's why they call it American Laser. Now, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
That's something I want to pick up. I want to pick up a Laserdisc player.
Oh,
There's actually a secondhand store near where I live that they have literally one of like the huge Rubbermaid totes that has nothing in it but Laserdisc.
Laserdisc has good games. Who here plays Night Trap? Who here plays Night Trap, the interactive game? Night Trap. You know that? You know Night Trap? The video game. You know it's a game called Night Trap?
Yeah, I think he's got to conserve. He's got to conserve, you know. How many lives? I'm sure he's back up to 9. He hasn't died. He's only died 3 times total. So I'm sure he's back up to 9.
Yeah. Like Night Trap. Night Trap was a good game. Yeah, it was. You remember the Connecticut governor? The Connecticut governor that made the rating system for Night Trap? Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know the Night Trap lady.
Night Trap, what happened was, Night Trap used to be a video game. It was a good game, but there was this one good area where it was such a scene that there was a controversy. Hold on, let me try to find it. There was a controversy. Night Trap is a famous for a site called 1990 professional healing and offensive video game. Night Trap, Mortal Kombat, and Lethal Enforcement, and Doom. Remember Doom video game?
I'll be right back.
Hey, young Paul Neihart.
Young Paul Neihart. Young Paul Neihart. I'm just gonna go get some water and walk for a second. Just stand up, walk away for a moment.
While you are walking, can you count every step you take for us?
So I just downloaded the Don't Starve for the PS4. It's been my first experience playing Don't Starve.
Nice.
Anybody had a good experience with it?
I
know people stream it. I never really watched any gameplay or played it.
I watched gameplay of it. It was really good. It was an okay game. I never played it. I just seen gameplay of it.
Well, it was free. I would not normally buy this game, but it was free for a PS4, so I decided I'm going to try it out.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you can't beat free.
Are you PSN Plus member for 30 days? If you're a Plus member, you get free games. I'm a Plus member, you know why? I like the Plus experience. Plus, you get free games on PS3. Free games. Can't beat that.
Did you know that if you pay for Xbox Live, as in you can access any of the multiplayer at all for Xbox Live, then you get 1 free game a month?
I know
Yep.
that. I know that. You know in China, if you look at the game on demand, it's all old, very old Chinas. Notice that?
Nope, did not notice that.
Yeah, it was really old titles for the Xbox. Yeah,
Nope, I've got some newer titles too.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. No one can beat PlayStation Plus. They get more time.
And do I need to mention about PlayStation being hacked? Let's see, what's it now? 6 times?
What does any of this matter?
No mind, no.
Are you really trying to start a console war right now?
I forgive her. I'm not playing that. Yeah, I can't wait.
Hey, did you know if you have a PS3 and you buy PS Plus, you get free games every month?
Yes, you do. 2.
Just saying.
I can't wait for Show Pop. I can't wait for the Show Pop video game. For the Show Pop video game coming out pretty soon.
You know, if you put peanut butter and jelly together, it makes a real good sandwich.
Lies.
I'm starting the peanut butter and jelly wars right now. Peanut butter. Peanut butter is
Peanut
good
butter and chocolate. The best marriage ever that existed.
God.
Yeah, no what happened?
No!
What happened?
We can't eat Reese's for every meal. We can't have just peanut butter and chocolate.
I love food.
Chocolate isn't that good for you.
what happens in life that dark chocolate is really good to you? What happens to it?
Pure chocolate. Pure chocolate is actually not bad for you. It actually does have some good qualities to it. But the chocolate that normal Americans are used to, milk chocolate, is not good for you by any means.
Chocolate is high in oxalates, which bonds with calcium to form kidney stones.
Wow, I think I know that.
I've never eaten chocolate.
If you have
No, eat chocolate. Just eat dark chocolate. Or eat white chocolate, which isn't really chocolate at all.
You ever ate dark chocolate before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't taste very good.
What doesn't taste good?
Dark chocolate.
I like it. I like it. It's not bad. It's good for you. Well, it's not good for you, but it has
Well,
antioxidants.
you gotta get a taste for it.
It has antioxidants. I'm gonna go to the
has a very
restroom.
strong earthy taste.
Yeah. Kind of like a sandy taste.
Well, you need to have the good kind. Yeah, you need to get real good. If you get expensive, it's delicious.
Well, yeah.
If you get the expensive, it tastes like eating dirt.
What are those little balls of chocolate? I forgot what they're called.
Those are good.
Somebody knows what I'm talking about.
They're Lindt chocolates.
Yeah.
They're not the highest end, but I tell you, those milk chocolate balls are delicious. Yeah, I just said that. I'm gonna go to the restroom now.
Xander says he likes chocolate balls in his mouth.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
So many other things that I actually like about the balls that I would say, but they just would make it even worse because they're delicious. Nope, not gonna say it. I'm holding my tongue. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. 4.7, man. He's almost halfway there.
Yeah. Yeah, remember what happened was legally signing law in the 90s. But in some other places, they did the ring. They started the RS ring system for video games. That's why they have the ring now. That Trump started the waiting for RS ring system for video games. If you don't do that, it's not. Now you know who started how did they start the video game system.
In the chat earlier, I made a little comment about this little 11-year-old girl. She went by the name of Jessie Slaughter. Her parents let her have her own computer in her room. About a couple of years ago, this is when it all took place, I think it was like 2011 or something like that. She blew up on the internet through 4chan, and she made a YouTube video, or she was on some kind of video service, and her dad popped in and saw like some comments and stuff like that. And then you ever heard of the phrase I'm gonna call the cyber police?
Party
Yeah, I
Danny.
heard about that. I heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
You done goofed? Anybody remember that phrase? Yeah, her dad went wild. You can look her up on Google and find her YouTube videos. They're still up there. But yeah, it's pretty funny to watch her dad rant in front of the camera. But it's a perfect example of what can happen if you have a child and you let her have her own computer in her own room. It's just not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
You gotta have authority there for when the kids are online. You gotta have, you're so right. The online world is kind of like the Wild West. And there's so much that goes on online.
11-year-old video. Yeah, 11-year-old viral video. Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? 11-year-old viral video. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay. I found it. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me see if this is it. Is that it? Is that the one with the ball? Is that the one?
Yeah, that little girl right there. Yeah.
Oh my god. More than 1.7 million people? Oh my god, that's a lot. It's also the most healthy show when they mention it in the thing, with people they close to.
Hey, look at her dad. Her dad pops in right behind her and sits there, sitting there pointing at the camera, and that was so funny when I first watched that video.
I know.
Her dad goes wild on camera. It is such a funny video to watch. I mean, it's so sad, but when that went viral back when it did, it was one of the funniest things ever. I hate to laugh at that, but it's so funny and it's so sad.
I know her mom says it. If you watch the video, you hear her mom. You know what? Is it for you still, Mom? Let me see if there's...
And oh yeah, when that little girl, when all this was happening, people got a hold of her phone number, and apparently she lived in Florida, and they were ordering pizzas to her house, and they were making all kinds of crank calls.
Oh, yeah, here's another video phone.
Yep, they were most certainly doing all of that and more. Some of the more we should not get into on here.
Oh, you're saying the F word. You're always saying the F word in this video.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing you can't hear that video.
Yeah, I'm saying it. Catherine's laughing. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Why would an 11-year-old be on the internet? What the heck? Why would an 11-year-old be on the internet? It's not the safest.
She was posting some pretty questionable pictures onto whatever those image posting companies are. What is that, Flickr or something like that? I don't remember. Back when Sticky Drama was around.
You remember Black TV? I remember when Black TV was around. I remember Black TV. Ustream was around.
Who has the vehicles driving past me?
It's saying I have more fans, I'm playing than you. I have more people, more fans. Oh my god. Well, I like what you should do is you should always have your computer in the living room, or in the dining room, the living room, or in the kitchen area.
Let's see here. I believe it's located here in this conspicuous folder that obviously named folder. In that one. Oh, that's just games there. Let's see. Okay, it's going to be this one then. And nope, not there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gonna make me run the other version.
There we go, narrating again.
Oh no, I'm not narrating at all. You just think I am.
Anybody watching AGDQ?
Yeah, pretty bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, who here remembers that screen?
What's
I remember that.
I remember that.
What is that?
That is the screen that a Commodore 64 shows when you first turn it on.
Oh, okay. I never got to play with the Commodore. But I remember DOS. Typing in DOS commands.
Show me a Tandy screen.
I don't know if I have that. Who
I know.
made that?
I know what's wrong with 2.
Radio Shack.
I know what's wrong with 2. It has to do with a profile permissions, and Jace is the one who set it up, so he understands it. And before I go in and cut and paste something that doesn't belong somewhere and screw something up, I'm smart enough to wait. So
you're saying I was right.
what?
So you're saying I was right.
I'm sorry, your Skype connection is really bad. I just can't. I can't hear. Sorry. I'm sure it was really good. What you said. Sure, it was
So
great.
you're saying that he was correct?
Yeah, boy, yours is really acting up weird too. I just nope, can't hear a doggone thing. Sorry, guys. Anyways, back to me. This is Jawsome. Nice. Rick Dragon, thank you for bringing a little levity to this marathon. I just gotta jump up and down, pump myself up. Okay, Paul Nyhart leaves behind at least a 3/4 full monster. How am I supposed to feel about that? Angry. That's how I'm supposed to feel. Just getting Nyharted all over the place.
What a waste of a monster. You know, a reminder too, those monsters cost about $3 a piece.
Is that large enough for you all to see?
Yeah, you playing some basketball?
No, I'm not playing basketball.
Oh,
That's wrong cam.
who's that playing basketball?
I don't know.
Okay, somebody's got to turn down their mic. It's like,
Somebody's breathing into it.
Someone's breathing.
no, it's not breathing. Trust me. I can hear it. It's static. Somebody has static. Oh, now it's louder. Whatever you just did, now it's a little softer. Still feeling
That
it.
appears to be me. Wow.
Yeah, it does appear to be you, Rhino.
I picked up the little volume control for my headset, and all of a sudden it got louder. So, Here.
Yeah, Rick Dragon, try that. Or are you? Is it RLK Dragon? It's probably not Rick Dragon. Boy, that's worse.
Now because,
Worse.
sorry.
Worse.
Yeah, I muted my mic, and then it continued and got worse. So it's not me then.
Okay. Well.
At least I don't think so.
All right, he's at 4.8, and at 5, I think we got to do something exciting. Something that really gives a show.
All right, I'm trying to figure out if this is me.
I hear you.
All right, I just unmuted my mic. No static right now?
Little teeny bit, just
A little bit.
just titch. Just a titch. Just a little titch. Oh.
Okay, so it's not me because I've had myself muted in Skype, and it's continued doing it.
I hear it less now.
That's enough.
Which you could do actually too. Well, how come they can't see it up here? Because it doesn't work like that. They have their own stream, but they use live stream.
So I think I'm gonna break down and buy an Xbox for Titanfall.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
bro.
I know I can get it for the for the PC, but I know there's gonna be more games in the future that I'll probably want to play with the lounge.
Yeah, I know you will. I know you will.
No, girl.
And you know me, I have to have everything, so.
You know
don't need
me.
herpes.
You know me. I'm just Mr. Have Everything. Just Mr.
Well,
Great.
I'm actually trying to put together my actual game room, so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you don't want to see my game room at all. It's
Dude,
complete mess.
you don't want to whip out your precious. I still got you beat. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that pulls everything out and shows you on cam, though.
My game room is a complete mess, and that's the reason you don't want to see my game room.
Ah, okay.
I just didn't want to see you pull out your private parts. That's all I was. Thank you for not.
You sure? I could do that for you all too.
No!
No.
No!
I'm just glad that he's wearing a shirt now.
No!
I remember the days Rhino
yeah,
was on
this-
camera without a shirt.
This is my Xbox Live T-shirt. Oh, well, polo shirt.
I'm just glad.
I'm wearing In-N-Out Burger. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Little IOB. No, they don't call it that.
Yeah,
Don't-
you're done.
Don't call it. Don't call it that. Nobody says that.
Well, they call it In and Out for a reason.
Hey, does anybody play 3DS?
Of course I
I
do.
have.
You have. Oh, nice. Okay. Have you? Hey, love it, love it. Does anybody have Between Two Worlds or not?
Love it. Awesome game.
Are you done with it?
Yes, I am. I've completely I've beaten the main quest line. I'm going back and finishing everything else.
Okay. So you haven't gotten all the little baby thingies.
I have gotten
How many?
3/4 up.
Yeah, I do. I
Actually,
haven't.
no, more than that.
I haven't
that
finished the
because
main quest. I'm in Turtle Rock.
Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah, actually, I've got more than that. I've only got 2 more tools to upgrade. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, I just need one more piece of ore, and then I can upgrade my Master Sword.
Master Sword I've got upgraded twice.
Yeah, see, I've upgraded once. I just need the second upgrade.
The second one's cool.
Who is the text waller?
Oh, look, here's the case for it.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's very fun. I got that, and I got Luigi's Mansion for Christmas, and I've been enjoying it.
Let's see here.
Excuse me.
The game. Where did it go?
Was the incoming
Oh,
wall of
RLK.
text, is that a
Oh, okay.
reference of
I know, isn't that dumb? RLK. It's totally dumb. You can't even uppercase your last name.
What? Where did it go?
Twitch. When you want to be a Twitch user, like Guru, you're fine. You're yeah, you have to have an uppercase first letter, and then the rest is all lowercase. They won't let you do any more uppercase.
Oh, I see.
Just saying, that's Dumbolina.
Well, there are weird ways that you can get it to show uppercase, but in their system, it's all pretty much lowercase.
Hey, I have a question for the lounge and everyone. Is there a world record holder for Friday the 13th for the NES?
Probably.
Why you think you're that good at it, Neostorm?
No, that game is that game kills me. That game is tough.
Yeah, I used to play that game when I was younger. That game used to have me.
I feel like I need some music. I need Jace's Google Music account.
Oh, the hype machine.
I know, I should be playing the...
I love the hype. Come on, Rhino, can you mute your mic? It's.
I'm
kinda
sorry.
like-
I'm sorry I'm talking and rattling stuff around.
Rhino. I wish you were Rhino from the movie Bolt. That's who I wish you were. I mean, you're still cool, but I wish you were Rhino.
I'm trying to think of what character that is.
He's the awesome hamster in the
okay.
ball.
My first pet, interestingly enough, was a hamster.
Oh, interesting.
No, now I need to mute myself since I'm rattling stuff around again, searching for a game cartridge.
Yep, that's true.
I don't know about the Friday the 13th world record. There is a YouTube video of it done in 309.
Oh, okay. So speed run. You could turn down your mic just a teeny bit, just a little. DJ's Dojo. AI is a douchier. Supreme Commander.
The problem with AI is the annoying sound effects that come out of nowhere and don't even fit the theme.
They're completely random.
It's here somewhere.
Like, he gets it right 10% of the 90% of the time.
Hey, at least it's not Cleverbot.
You know what else I was thinking, just as a suggestion? Whenever he goes into the news articles, if there could be like pictures or something on the screen that show what he's talking about, that would be cool.
Wait, what?
Like, you know, when he goes into the news blurbs or something like that, if they can show on the screen a picture representing what he's talking about.
Oh, the news pegs?
Yeah, the news pegs. If they would like just flash in pictures while he's talking or going over the news articles, I think that would be cool.
Oh, interesting.
You know something
Okay,
go ahead.
I was just saying, I think you all should get off Dakota's jump and cut him some slack.
I wish OBS worked as a virtual camera.
OBS has been acting up on me. I try to start streaming and then OBS just stops. And then it has this reconnecting issue, and I've gone in and adjusted settings.
Mine hasn't stopped on me, but all of a sudden it goes from everything fine to all of a sudden half the frames are being dropped for 3 seconds.
Yeah. It's like they want you to start paying for XSplit or something.
Yeah, well, okay, so 5 to 6, 6 to 8. Yeah, I don't think our promotion won't kick in probably till 8. 8 or 9 is what I'm guessing.
How many of you are young enough to remember this?
Young enough?
Huh?
It's only an original DS Fat.
I
Yeah,
remember
the,
the DS system. I remember it. I was around for the DS system. Here's what I remember. I had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Color. I had a DS Lite system. That's about it. Never. Only had DS Lite system. That's the only system I ever have. Yeah, I still have it.
Handheld console wise in the Nintendo, I started off with a Game Boy Color, then went to Game Boy Advance, and then DS Fat, then 3DS.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. I also own a Game Boy Advance too. I also own a Game Boy Advance.
Lace Blue.
Do you remember the first Game Boy Advance with no light? And you had the Game Boy with light on it? Do you have it? No, not that one. The one that flips open. The one that flips open that has a light on it. Push the button on it. Flips open.
Oh, the SP, the one that flips open?
Yeah, the Game Boy SP. The one that is square and then flips open and has a light button on it.
Just to be sure, let me bring out my Nintendo handheld cards.
Trying to figure out if I want to get the Watch Dogs Limited Edition or the standard.
Oh yeah,
Standard is always better.
You're talking about this handheld, correct?
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Do any of you remember the Pokemon game with the wireless thing? That was wireless. You don't need any cables. You remember that?
I don't, but it sure sounds adorable.
No, I'm talking about there was a Pokemon game that came packaged with the wireless. You can play wireless Pokemon, no cables needed.
I remember the wireless adapters. I don't remember it coming with Pokemon.
Yeah, I think one of the Pokemon games were the first one to have wireless. Then the first truly wireless device was the DS system. The DS system was the first one, fully wireless Pokemon. The first fully wireless Pokemon, DS system. The DS system was the first one starting. Yep, I remember that.
See this? This is a Game Boy camera. I've got the printer somewhere floating around in a box.
Oh my god! How much gases do you have?
What's that?
How much stuff do you have? How much gases do you have?
A lot.
Oh my god. Do you have the DS TV? Do you have the TV system? For the DS system?
I do not have the one for the DS. I have the one for the Game Boy Advance though.
You know I'm talking about the TV in only relationship to DS.
I have the one for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh my god.
For the Game Boy Advance.
Wow.
It was third party made it, and I happened to be in a store and they had 4 of them, and that was back when the Game Boy Advance actually was an actual console.
Oh yeah. Do you have this? Do you have the Game Boy Advance videos? Game Boy Advance videos. It has videos on it.
Come
I
on,
do not
Volusia.
have any of those
Don't be dumb.
cartridges, mainly because there are none that I wanted.
Oh yeah, right. Do you remember the one where we used to watch movies on it? Like 4-night movies on it? Like 4-night
They-
movies.
They had a couple of those, but most of them were shows and stuff, movies that I didn't like.
Yeah, knowing garbage part we dumbed down. They dumbed down the quality of the show. They dumbed it down.
Mhm. How about this? You know what this is?
No.
That's a Game Genie for the Game Boy.
Oh, I remember that. I remember Game Shop.
All right, we'll see you, Pink Panther. League practice, meaning like
Yeah, this is before Game
League of
Shop.
Legends practice? Are they
The only thing I have
making
to
point
show
break
off,
with
I
Jared
guess,
Butler?
is
Whoa. No way,
what my
Quinagami.
computer's hooked up to.
That's very interesting, actually. Although,
I have
man,
Almost
I love
TV.
Patrick Swayze, so that's too hard.
I got a TV hooked up to my
I can take
computer.
on any button.
That's my character. I have a
Dawn
I
Gate,
want to
that's a good
upstairs.
question.
Upstairs
This-
in the living room. Upstairs in the living room, I got the PC hooked up to the TV. And it's also that stereo got TV. So you can
Okay,
watch-
he's gonna hit 5 million here. He's gonna hit 5 million.
Oh wow, he's hitting 5 million very, very soon.
This here is my Game Boy original and Game Boy Color collection.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You have the Virtual Boy?
Nice.
You have the Virtual
I
Boy?
do not have a Virtual Boy.
Oh my god. You know
I
what
want
the
one.
that you put your
I
eyes
had
in?
friends that had Virtual Boys.
You know which one I'm talking about? When you put your eyes in, it makes you motion sickness. You know about that?
Mhm.
You know when you
Yeah,
play
it
when you
caused
play
a lot of motion sickness. That's
Yeah,
why
when you play it,
the
first thing yeah, Mike Mozart actually have someone actually brought a Virtual Boy right inside to his place, and he actually played it, and actually put a camera to it. You actually put a camera to the inside of it while you're playing the Virtual
Yeah,
Boy.
there's ways to do that. It's actually not that hard on that old of a system.
I know that. They
It's-
put it to the
and you reach 5 million points.
I was watching it, and I was getting motion. I was almost about to throw up.
Oh,
That's
you were
how
getting motion sickness watching a recording of him playing? Oh god.
Yeah, the film game. Let's see, they haven't released any. The Virtual Boy didn't last that long. It didn't last that long.
Yeah, they sort of regretted making it.
I know.
I hear Zelda music. I hear a link between World's Zelda music, which means someone in the lounge is playing it.
Gee, I wonder who would that be?
What?
Oh yeah, I got a website that has all old school music, all
Dun, 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 dun. So 20 hours until the 10 million? Approximately, probably. Wow, versus 5 million. Hype!
Stop. Yeah, drop the screw. Drop the screw. Yeah. Oh, dropped it again.
this one.
That screw.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you.
Yes.
Do you like RPGs?
I don't think I love them.
Oh,
No.
actually.
Okay.
Like what? I mean,
no, I was gonna recommend a 3DS RPG,
which one?
but it's got an old school vibe. So if you're not into RPGs, I don't know if you'll like it. It's called Etrian Odyssey.
Yeah, probably not my bag. I think I like third-person adventures, semi-open world. I also really enjoy side-scrollers. I love older retro-feeling games. Like I love Guacamelee on the PlayStation PS3, which I'm gonna play next Saturday because I want to finish it. It's cool. I love ones too that have great design. This year I loved Tomb Raider. I really loved Last of Us. I enjoyed.
Oh, I love Last of Us.
Yeah, it's so good. I enjoyed BioShock Infinite.
Are you gonna play Rayman?
Yeah, I want to play Rayman too. Hey, what's going on, Six, with your sweet mustache?
Don't forget November. Don't forget in 3 months. And 3 months. Don't forget in.
That reminds me, I forgot there's something right there.
Don't forget March.
Okay.
The DLC comes out.
All right, we won't.
The Last of Us DLC comes out. The
Oh.
Last of Us.
The DLC?
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
The story one.
Oh, cool. Wait, so who you've been here before, Mustache, haven't you? I'm sorry, I just...
Yes, but it's been a while. I haven't been here in like 3 weeks or so.
Oh, yeah. Tell me your name again. Sorry I called you Mustache. It's just...
I'm Volution on Twitch. My real name's Dustin.
Dustin and Volution. Well, welcome back. And I called you Mustache just because yours is so sweet. I have one right now, and I actually just bought some mustache wax, and I am able to twist the sides and sculpt it a little, and it makes me kind of happy.
I just decided I was going to stop shaving it one day, and it's pretty much been growing since.
Nice. Yeah, this is November. This is my Movember stash that has now become a two month older baby. So yeah, we're streaming live Rudy Ferretti's high score attempt here, and he's doing well.
There it is. That's what I'm looking for.
You're Rhino. Rhino. You forgot again.
I'm sorry.
All right. One more
fault.
sorry, and you have to send me one of your 3DS games of my choice.
I don't have that many 3DS games.
I don't know. I just saw you had a whole bag full of them. So
no, 3DS games I don't.
Oh. See?
This bottom section is regular DS. Actual 3DS games, I've got like 6 games.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, one more slip up, and you gotta send me one of my choice.
One more slip up, and he has 5.
What's that one? Whoa. Original Game Boy game?
Japanese original Game Boy game.
I see.
This here, I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's an
okay,
RPG.
DJ's Dojo. We'll see you later. 5 million, man. He's still going. He hasn't stopped once. Not once. I mean, I've walked away a few times. When I walked away, was there any hesitation or pause in the gameplay?
No.
Give me a napkin with water on it, hurry, please. Got juice on my fingers on this stupid control. That's the last thing I need.
Okay. So, yeah.
Stash scaping. Nice. It's true. That's what we do. I'm gonna sit down here. My stomach is not feeling great.
Yeah, anyone get the season pass for The Last of Us season pass?
No, I didn't care for the online play of Last of Us. I love the actual game, but I don't like the online.
I know. But now it's coming out in quarter 1. It got behind DLC. It's going to be a box. It's $15. The DLC is $15. Story mode.
I actually just recently shaved my mustache so that it would grow back. You know how they say you shave and then it grows back even more intense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what you're going for.
To get an actual mustache and beard, so I shaved.
Nice, nice. Well, I hope it works out for you.
I hope it does. Too. I hope
Oh
it
yeah,
works.
the DLC for the Last of Us. You're gonna play as Ellie. You're gonna play as Ellie.
You
now.
do get to play as Ellie? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be Ellie and Roy. Ellie and Roy.
Who did the voice of Roy? Somebody cool did the voice of Roy. I can't remember.
And it's not free. Who's gonna pay $15 for the DLC when it comes out?
Who's going to? $15?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we have a limited edition that I think included the season pass for it all. So.
Oh, nice. So that means you don't have to pay nothing.
Not to brag or anything, but ours is signed by Troy Baker. Just saying.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, Troy Baker is a close personal friend.
Oh my god!
Hey, speaking of close personal friends, is it confirmed for next week?
Rosenbaum, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Rosie's coming. Rosie's coming, and I think Isaiah's gonna tag along.
Mustafa?
Yeah, he's in the movie. Isaiah's
Oh,
in the
nice.
movie. Harlan Williams is in the movie. I don't think Harlan's coming, but
And somebody mentioned something about Supergirl. Is she coming?
you know, that part's a little confusing.
A little up in the air?
Little confusing. It's possible she may be coming here, but may not be appearing. I'm
No,
not.
I remember her mostly from V, actually.
Yeah. That's how I know her. I also know her from dating
Moreno?
Rosenbaum. No, not Morena.
She's really cool in real life.
Laura Vandervoort. Now, is Morena the short-haired?
Baccarin? Yeah, Baccarin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She worked with Jason D.
Yeah.
And she was also in Serenity. She's a really good character actress, guys.
Oh, have you seen her?
Oh, by the way, hi everyone.
Hi,
She
Nimbus.
also played the girl in How I Met Your Mother with the crazy eyes.
She did?
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother, she was the crazy eye girl.
You're pulling my zucchini.
Don't
Hold on.
listen, Guru. Do not, under any circumstances, pull Nimbus's zucchini. I mean,
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
You have to
At least
understand
not on
that
screen.
I'm quite a jaded zucchini puller, so you'll be there for hours, man. It's not worth your time.
listen. At this point, his zucchini is basically like a magician's scarf. I mean,
It's like a wand. It's like when Hogwarts it's like rainbows and sparkles and there's a mesmer.
yeah. No, Laura Vandervoort. Laura
Just
Vandervoort.
for the record, guys, I'm going straight to hell.
Laura Vandervoort. No, you're not. Laura Vandervoort is the blonde from V, and she's now in a new series called Bitten. So there's a potential there.
As long as you bring Lily Bourdain back, I'll be very happy because I will marry her.
Oh, I saw her just the other day. She's adorable.
Tell her I said hi. I actually stopped in on her Facebook and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "I remember you, DJ. How are you doing?"
Yeah, that's totally her.
Totally, and she's so friendly. And that's what's great about her. She's like, "Hello, my friends."
Wow.
Yeah, she's very friendly.
Who's on the 1367 Lounge Live computer?
Gonna take 50 minutes, guys.
He's gonna take 15-minute break.
Is that Rady
Be back in 50
on
minutes.
1337?
Oh wait, he's taking a 50-minute break.
So,
50?
Hey Neo. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, because he's been going for. I think he's been going for 10 hours.
Hell, Quinn.
10
hey,
hours
Pink.
straight
hey,
now.
Kyle.
He'll
Hey,
be back in
DJ.
an hour.
Jojo. Hi,
So-
everyone.
So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're looking
I,
better.
I,
than-
thank you.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
I'm gonna
better.
turn down his stream, by the way.
I'm sorry, Xander. I did not mean to cut you off.
No, he's gonna turn down Rudy's stream.
No. I mean, I'm turning down Rudy's stream because it goes.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm
Oh
just
my
gonna do
God.
it the whole time instead.
No, it was to answer your question. Those of you that know, I was sick for a couple days. I came out of it. I lost some weight, put on some muscle, did a little cosplaying. So I've been feeling good the last day or two.
And I need to ask you, what did you cosplay as?
Do you want me to link my Facebook page to you?
I love it. You didn't skip a beat there, buddy. That was nice.
It's just
I don't
Bane.
have a.
Well, then I'll just link a picture to you.
Alright.
Muscle and fitness. What the no? Yeah, he's taking a little break. Taking a little breaky break. Does that mean I could sleep for 50 minutes? If he gets to sleep.
Okay, let's see what we have.
The lounge
Okay,
never
that's
sleeps. Xander.
Red Hood in Portland,
Isn't that?
downtown Portland.
Oh my god.
Are you in
Really?
Portland now,
Yeah.
Nimbus? No. You just.
No, I'm in Biddeford, Saco, Old Orchard Beach-ish area. I can't really say exactly because I've been asked not to.
Okay, but
Okay.
wait, what
so
state?
It's in Maine, so I'm in
Oh.
the Stephen King area.
Oh,
within
got it.
like 40
Oh.
minutes.
Portland, Maine. Got it. Not
Right.
Portland, Oregon.
I'm. Let's just say I'm very, very close to Portland.
You're very close to Portland, Oregon.
Wow, that looks good.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
I'm gonna-
I'll show you some other ones.
I'm gonna turn this down. Otherwise, it will drive me nuts. All right. So let's see. Set timer for 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes and counting. Thank you. So, guys, on this little breaky break, I hope the promotion doesn't kick in during this time, cause that would be awesome. So I'm just gonna hang out, and you guys can talk if you want.
What promotion?
Our front page promotion.
Oh, a minute.
Did we make front page?
We always, well, we do. Yes.
No, we always do. Yeah, it's
Always do.
awesome because we
So
rock.
there's a promotion?
Straight up, Adam
Oh,
Rady.
so every-
What's Adam Rady say now?
So every night.
Update
so
still
every time
dead.
there's-
Lucas brought me soup, so that is good.
So every time. So every certain time at night, you get you get front page. Like certain time of the night. Alright, let's see what that is. Alright, let's see. Well, that looks cool. Whoa, nice. Whew. Wow. Wow. That's very good.
Why, thank you. I've been working very hard.
Yeah, how many cosplay you did? How many did you do?
I've done Dr. Manhattan, 2 different versions of Bane, Batman, Batman Blackest Night, two or three different kinds of steampunk. Couple more I'm just forgetting. It's been a long day.
Wow. So, do you go to con? Like cons? Like
Yeah,
events?
yes, but I've been trying to avoid. I went to, I've got one that I am fond of, but I've been trying to avoid them because they're just too crazy right now.
I understand you. I understand what they. I've seen videos of cons. The people are crazy and stuff. I've seen them online.
So, guys, if you're just joining us, or if you've been hanging around, right now, Rudy's going to take a little break. He's taking about a 50-minute break. As you can see, Jaws is circling his boat there in the port, ready to pounce. He's at 5,095,770. He's been on a rip-roaring pace. I mean, like nonstop. I feel like we heard him pee once, and it was awesome and hilarious. But otherwise, in 10 hours, this is his first little break. So he's going to take a 50-minute break.
Whoa.
I would imagine he's probably going to take a little bit of a... it only has one viewer for you, Muscle and Fitness. It depends on what camera you're clicked on. So you got to make sure you're on our main page, eliteloungelive.com. Thank you, Neostorm. If you click that link, it's our team page. That's where you see everything, and you'll see the total viewers there. It's not promoted now, but should be promoted. I would think that'll kick in at 8 or 9 o'clock. Excuse me. So, yeah.
This is Bane and my friend Harley. That's not a real name, of course. But we did this one in Orlando.
You may, Nimbus, your mic's just a hair loud. Just a teeny.
Okay, let me try this. Watch this. Is that better?
Let's see.
If I bring it up higher at an angle?
Yeah,
is that better?
Yeah. That level's good. That's good.
Shebang.
And he's going to full 50 cents evil.
Hey Xander, is there any chance of playing a little Zookeeper while we wait, or that's not technically possible?
I want to. I think it's okay.
I don't want you to break anything. I know Jace doesn't like things touched.
No, it's not. I mean, I could easily jump away from it and then come back. And
because I think we got another high score run on Zookeeper going. Jace was playing last night in the morning.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What did he get? Did you see?
I wasn't watching his scores, but I saw him playing.
Darn it! Darn it! So, he I want to look.
I want to see too.
You're driving me crazy.
Who has the music playing? Okay, so while I was restarting my computer from it getting unplugged again, computer, why do you keep unplugging yourself? I was doing some research. The name of that game that I was showing off just before my computer disconnected is For the Frog, the Bell Tolls.
That's funny.
It's Zelda-like RPG.
Wow.
Developed by Nintendo.
I'm actually speechless.
Is anyone getting the Final Fantasy RPG, the HD collection? Final Fantasy HD collection.
I need to talk to Rady when he comes back again.
Who's in 4? Who's in 4?
I'm back in 4.
Who is in 4?
Oh, you are. Oh, okay. Whenever I see a black screen and then I hear weird noises, I just am always prepared in case somebody.
It's not me. I hear the music playing too.
No. Why is it always got to be black?
Because I'm racist. It sounded a little like a. There were some weird noises, and so when I see a black screen, I'm expecting a penis to pop up. So.
Oh God, those are the old days.
No, the noise I was hearing sounded like this.
Like, yeah, that was music. Someone was playing music.
Gross.
What are that?
Yes,
that is okay.
You see, camera 4 4 people and 20.
Hold on a minute.
No. Oh yeah, and hearts. No. Yeah, that's camera 4 that you're clicked on. So you need to click on camera 1. So go in the grid, go up to the top of the grid, and click on the right one. The top right one. The one that's showing Alienware right now.
Ooh, a dry rub.
Oh dear, please. Let's see. We'll easily hit the mark before.
Okay, it shows it has the right camera there. But it's not the right camera there. It's not either camera there.
All right, y'all. I gotta take off for a few minutes. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right,
See you later,
Guru.
Guru.
We'll see
Fly
ya.
straight and don't fly drunk.
I'll try not to do anything amazing.
Yeah, I could go check on the wife.
He's gonna throw on a cape and go do some good deeds in the world.
You should
Super
definitely do that. I should. It's my 12-year anniversary today. That's probably where I should be, but
Congratulations.
Congrats, Sander.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks.
You made it.
I did
That's
make it.
awesome.
That's
Oh,
fantastic. Really, seriously, nobody else. That's incredible.
I'm still making it.
Dude, keep making them. Keep helping her make them. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It appears that Skype just isn't wanting to take any of my video.
On
I
4?
mean, all of the stuff is showing up in the settings as working, and then I switch over to the call, and it's a black screen.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that was
I'm
interesting.
going to try restarting Skype.
1 minute. Oh yeah, I need to tell you something. You know the Final Fantasy HD collection?
Yeah. Tell us
It's
about it.
outsourced. It's outsourced. They got,
Is it good?
But you know Square Enix that made Final Fantasy X and X2?
They do?
They ain't doing the remaster. They got, it's called VIRTUOS. The games
I did.
that's the game. Let me show you who did the. Let me screenshot.
That's cool. I didn't know that, Live 7.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Video games. That's the one. The remaster of Final Fantasy was done. That's them. That's the one that anyone's interested in Final Fantasy. It's not. They're not done by them. Only they're the ones that want to do the remaster for the game. Final Fantasy is a nice game. It's a nice game.
Yes, 37. Yeah, that's the current viewers. Yeah, you got it. Now you're good. Now you're golden.
Yep.
Now you're cooking with grease.
Final Fantasy is a nice game, but they're gonna have a audio. They're gonna have a 30-minute audio thing, a new audio thing into the game. The new audio form. It's gonna be a new 30-second cutscene, a new cutscene, but it's gonna be audio only. No video, no video, nothing. Just audio format, just audio cutscene, 30 minutes or something.
Okay, do you remember Turtle Rock very well? Your picture's not there. Rhino, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
No, Rhino's gone.
Sounds like the aliens from that movie with what's his face.
I know.
With what's his face?
Predator.
Signs. I forgot what the heck was.
Oh yeah, Signs. Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. That's how it
It's
sounds.
aliens. It's the aliens from that movie.
The noise that you're hearing.
Swing away, Johnny. Swing away.
Hey. Pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm Xander.
Good, I think we have
Yeah.
something. I think,
Yeah.
I think,
Welcome.
I think the video point is like, oh,
That's right.
perception.
50-minute break just started. He's been building up 5 minutes. So I have it turned down because it's the shark is chasing the and it goes beedoo 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 beedoo. So I have it turned down right now. So it's just 50 minutes. Promotion hasn't started, which I don't think.
Oh, Jay's
I
hauling
imagine
gas.
it's probably going to start
Very
at 8
cool.
or 9. 7. Oh yeah, well. Rhino, I'll check Cam 4 for you.
No, I haven't. Is it set time every day?
So how far do you have to come? Where are you?
What are you guys
located?
doing? What?
Okay.
Is that Lonnie?
I was teaching out there.
They see you, Lonnie.
Oh, they see me?
Alan.
They see you. Yeah, Alan sees you.
Alan, what's going on, man?
It's a set day every day that it goes right in the front page. A set day every day. Like a set time.
I don't know where the thing is at.
Well, there's cameras everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere.
There's camera there.
There's cameras everywhere.
There's camera under that TV. So all you have to do is just watch the chat, and you can talk to
Oh, there you
everybody.
go.
They
There you
can
go.
hear you
So,
just fine.
so Rhino, 4's fixed. Come on back to 4 if you want.
We're just, causing trouble.
Already some playing some joust. They know. So do you know Alan from Australia?
Yeah, Alan. Yeah, we have a flex off every year at Kong Off.
Nice.
Yeah, and he usually loses, right, Alan?
That's what I like to hear. That's some good talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that actually happens, but.
And what do you flex off in? You flex off in, just flexing. Oh, you have a literal flex off. I thought you were talking about a gaming flex off.
No, Alan's like a bodybuilder, so we flex off every year.
Nice.
Pose down. That's right. It's a pose down. I have to use the right terminology.
Pose down.
So is there anyone in here who can translate Japanese to English for me?
No.
I can.
But I do know a thing called Google Translate.
Google Translate can't translate from a video game that I'm playing.
Oh. Well, just Google it.
Oh yeah. Be careful. Stay.
Let's see.
So bad.
So, wait, you logged back into 4? Or what's happening? Oh.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah. So now you're up streaming your stream.
You cannot even translate it.
So yeah, this is. I mean, you were in during Victor's stream. I remember. Yes, and so you saw the kind of the whole thing. Now you see it in person. That's the Skype array. It's all
nice.
all the people who can Skype in, and then that's obviously what the stream looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. How big are the screens?
These are 55-inch screens.
Do they fold up? Can I put one in my pocket?
Yeah. We have a bunch in the back. Let me just grab
grab a couple.
You want 2 or
Small.
3? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
nice.
being friendly and not giving you all audio from my game.
Thank you. But
although it would sound very awesome if I did.
Yes, and we would mute you.
Let me tell you. I did Google Translate. I translated something to English to Spanish. It did not go so well.
It didn't go so well when you tried it.
Spanish. It did not translate so well into Spanish. Google Translate.
Google Translate
So
is
do that.
weird.
Google
do
means
that
money
twice.
and joust.
So Google 100% Google Translate.
Google Translate is weird because when I was trying to figure out the name of this game before I just thought of searching for the name, I tried Google Translate, and it was saying something about all is golden for the frog.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game. All's golden for the frog. So if I wanted to beat everyone here in the office in Joust, what are some tips?
Tips at Joust. Flying is dying, so you want to fly less.
Fly less.
Fly less.
Fly less. That's good.
Play more stationary.
Okay.
Pick spots. It's really a game of angles. you know,
Right.
And
right.
Because everything is built on an angle, and so once you get past and you get into the Shadow Lords, they all pretty much do the same thing, and you can, if you can move slow, you can be wherever you want, or you can trap them underneath the ledges. And if you've ever watched a real, a really long game, you'll see once they get up.
I haven't. I need to.
Well, let's start with how good are the people you're playing against.
I'm at their level, and we're novice level. Our top score on our machine was less. No, it was less than 110,000.
110,000.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's not even a good one-man score.
Yes,
exactly.
I'm just
giving you a bad.
No, you should.
I'm giving Xander a bad time, man.
You can. No, you of all people can. Yes. No, I haven't played it much, but I do. But every time we've played it, it's a riot. Love it.
Yeah. Well, what usually happens is people just fly around too much, and
yes.
And now you're trying, rather than if you're stationary, they'll come to you. So now you can project what they're going to do more readily.
I see.
And then you trap them. I don't have a diagram of Joust, but there are ledges in different places. And if they're coming off this ledge, they're going to do a certain thing almost all the time. And so you know what they're doing. You position yourself so that you can beat them in what they're doing.
Got it. Okay.
So it's a physics game.
Yeah, that's a huge tip.
And it's at the point when they become blue, which is Shadow Lords, you cannot outfly them. So you have to out-angle them.
Interesting.
Or you have to trap them someplace.
Okay. Before you're able to hit them.
If you pull a game up on my stream on Twitch, you'll find that a lot of times I trap them underneath a ledge.
Okay, so you hook above and then drop
Right.
down because they're coming up to get you.
The Shadow Lords will be coming up.
Yeah.
And I'll be just above that ledge.
You're above the ledge. You
so
trap
they
them,
have to
and
hit
then
in.
you come
So
in.
they have to hit me.
Yeah.
Exactly. I still got a little bit of Red Bull here.
Well, there's more in there if you
There's Red
if
Bull
you
in there.
feel.
Yeah.
If you feel the need.
When I joust it, it just runs through my body like water.
Yeah. Yes.
You're the first person from CAG, really, who's been
Yes.
here.
Oh yeah.
This is right. This is good. This is nice. I asked Xander if these 55-inch screens were folding screens, so I could put one in my pocket, and he said, "Oh yeah, we have lots in the back."
Yeah,
no problem.
I just told him I'll give him two from the back because we just have it. We just have it.
This is great.
In about 15 minutes, Rudy Ferretti
Oh yeah, in the back,
is going to get more
Japanese
exposure than
game.
he's ever had his
Playing
entire
Japanese
life.
game and playing
That should be interesting.
From your device.
That's what he's
You have
always
to buy
wanted,
two
right?
devices.
That's if you boil it all down,
English device, you have to buy Japanese.
that's what it's been about the whole
Japanese
time.
device.
Exposure and money.
Here it goes. Well,
Money. You have to generate money yourself, though, right?
of course.
Either that or beg, borrow, or steal it. One of the two.
Well, yeah, or all three.
Or three, yeah.
Except with
I
the
prefer
old
to do it the
systems
old
where
way.
it's-
I make it.
Make it.
Lonnie the Joustinator. That is
Now,
Joustinator.
be honest. Have you ever hustled somebody in Joust for money?
Well, here's the worst thing I ever did.
There's some pauses. There's some major pauses.
I had to think. I don't do that anymore because I'm like 52, right?
Okay, sure.
In my 20s, when Joust came out,
Yeah.
I got the reason I was the first world champion is a guy bet me $100 that I couldn't play Joust for 24 hours, and I never had. Now, that was before we knew all the secrets, like hovering and getting all the guys to come up really fast, clearing a screen out in 9 seconds because you're hovering right above an area, and the guys go like this. I mean, if you've seen them do that,
I got to see that. I got to see that.
If you see that I mean, you can clear a screen off like that.
Wow.
We didn't know that in 1982 when the game first came out.
Sure.
So it was, you get to a place where you're fighting the pterodactyl because you play too slow, right?
Yes, yes,
Imagine
yes.
doing 4 or 5 or 6 of those on every screen every time for 24 hours. That's how
crazy.
bad it was when I played for 24 hours. I took the $100 home.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that was the worst thing I ever did. But what we used to do in the 80s was...
And that's not even that bad because
No,
somebody
it's not-
bet
he-
you.
He bet me.
Yeah, he
never
bet
hustled.
you.
But-
You weren't hustling.
No,
yeah.
what we used to do in the 80s, if you had, nobody really maxed out the scores because nobody, in small towns was really focused on those kind of things. We didn't have the internet. We didn't know how good people really were.
Of course.
Nobody shared any secrets. That was like forbidden.
Of
You don't
course.
share secrets that you learn.
Yeah.
And if somebody had, 200,000 on Galaga, just to humiliate him, you go put 400,000 on it. If somebody had the high score on 3 joust, you put the high score on 6 joust. So that was more what we did in the 80s. But that's you don't see that now because there aren't that many places that you can go and do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't look anywhere near 52.
No, you
really
you look great.
Thanks.
That feels a little bit like
Yeah.
some fibbery.
Yeah. Well, it's all the preservatives I ate when I was a kid.
It preserved you.
It preserved me. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Has anyone been to the Pinball Museum? The Pinball Museum in Las Vegas, Nevada?
The Pinball Hall of Fame.
I have not.
Sure, Pinball Hall of Fame. It's a great place.
You know where they have all the video games? Like all the video games?
Sure, they have 2 rows of video games.
You know the big one when they have big.
It was one of the first 20 sites that I rolled joust over in. They have a joust sitting right there in Williams Row.
Rolling joust is no joke.
Wow.
People don't understand how good players like you are. Like they because there aren't players today who get to that level.
Right.
Games are a little too easy and they reward.
Too many pause buttons.
Yeah, so they have no idea.
Yeah. Well,
What's your longest game?
50 hours. In 2013, I played 4 major marathons. The first one was 50 hours, and it was one Shadow Lord short of 100 million points, right? And I had people watching, and I was going for the record. Didn't really. It's chronicled out there. I didn't really sit down to do the record. I had bought a new drafting stool chair for my office, and I said, hey, this is pretty good. My schedule cleared out, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make a run at the record.
Yeah.
And so I just sat down and rolled 50 hours off. I was not prepared for it. And then we get down to the end, and about 47 or 48 hours in, I started thinking things were doing things that they weren't really doing.
did.
So I went back and looked at the tape later, and it wasn't doing what I thought they were doing.
Yeah.
So.
Make lines and joust?
256 guys. It's 255. 255 plus the one that you have. It's not like there's some games that you can get a whole bunch of lives. Cubit or something like that. You can sit down and sleep for 45 minutes. If you slept for 45 minutes in joust, you'd just be dead.
So what were your breaks?
I take 5 minutes to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Speaking
it.
of going to the bathroom, our boy Rudy here.
That
was awesome.
Like 5 hours, 15 minutes in,
He's playing, and you just hear
we just hear peeing.
peeing.
and
the thing is, he didn't even his gameplay.
No, it didn't slow down.
Stutter at
Not at all. Not a bit.
So
So we I don't want to see the reverse angle, but there's 1% of me that's curious of did he just stand up and was he was already pantsless. He was already on the toilet. He was, or he had, because what it sounded like, it actually sounded like he was just peeing on the floor.
Well, that was, you know what though?
But that
would be
wasn't.
the move to set this up in the bathroom. Just sit on the bowl. And
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
play.
Although
No,
your
there was-
legs,
there was a-
Go to sleep.
your legs would so go to sleep.
There
You
was at
wouldn't-
least one gamer that actually put a catheter in, and
Really?
I was like, oh man, I couldn't do that.
That's too far.
But you know, that was the longest marathon I ever played, was 50 hours. Before that, it was 24 hours. But building up to that, I had played, you know, so many joust machines, 5 hours at a time. I got the shortest one down to 4 hours and 12 minutes. I just blistered one day just to see how fast I could get to 10 million.
To 10 million. 10 million.
How long is Ferretti gonna take a break?
He said 50 minutes. 5-0. Because he's been banking. Because he's. I have a timer on. He's been banking 5 minutes every hour. There's 15 minutes left.
You better get back here. He's gonna get his audience.
I know. No, he's not.
He said,
Yeah.
he better get back here because when
Yeah.
his audience starts rolling in, he needs to show some stuff.
Show some stuff, man.
Can
Put your
someone
stuff
tell
up.
me what that says?
What says?
My screen, the Japanese.
No.
Oh, it says, Ippon donde de shikure de namashita. And then I think that's a translation for the word pubes.
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Yeah, sure, Muscle and Fitness. I don't know if. All right, we'll see Evolution.
Is anybody in the chat in contact with Rudy to tell him to get back because his promotion's going to start in 10 minutes?
Well, so she said 8.
That's what she said.
Okay. So you can finish off a machine in 4 hours.
5 hours you're playing at 2 million points an hour, and that's a pretty good pace. And when I scored 100 million points, almost one man short of it, I scored 2 million an hour for 50 hours.
Does it roll? It rolls over at 10. Is that
10,
what?
At 10 million? Well, it puts the integer in front of it, and you can't see it. So it'll say 10 million. And we don't know whether it's showing 10 million or whether it's showing 20 million
30,
or 30
40,
or
50.
40.
Okay.
There's some
like,
discussion on that
yeah.
right now on the Williams Defender Unite forum on, you know, what does it actually say? And the programmer, I was really privileged to get to meet the programmer and the designer and the artist. And I have the original Joust artwork in my house.
What?
We restored it and we have it hanging up. So that's kind of cool.
That means something.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
So that's cool. And you get to call those guys your friends. And now we're talking about, you know, is there actually another number there? And there is. You just can't see it. So does it roll? Does it actually max out at 100 million? That's what we think it maxes out at, really. But,
right. But is there a kill screen? Is there a point where there's no kill screen?
There's no kill screen.
But you think it maxes out at 100, but you could be getting 110 million?
If you score 10 million, the scoreboard admits defeat and it will only show 9999999.
And stops.
Yeah, it won't go any higher than 9999999.
Okay, it does. It stops, so you can't. You have to keep track.
Exactly. So every time you roll it, you have to keep track.
Got it.
Now, and it may be just underneath there that it's showing. You know, when it comes back up when you go over 10 million, it just puts a 0 there where there used to be nothing. There were zeros.
Right.
So there are zeros there. So you know there's probably another number setting in there.
Got it. Yeah. Probably.
But I did that 50-hour marathon. Then I turned around within 2 days and did 37 hours because I was unhappy with not making the score. And I had ruptured a disc in my neck and it inflamed, so I had to stop. Then a few months later, I did 46 hours, so I was at 92 million. And my neck still hadn't quite healed all the way. And it just gets to a point where the problem with the disc problem is you're setting like this.
Well,
down.
Yeah, and all your weight eventually gravity is pulling down.
And your neck is doing this. And so the next run that I made, I'm taking my drafting stool chair and I'm lowering it so my eyes are directly at the level of the screen, so I don't have to tip my head down.
So you had to adjust to play a little higher with your hands?
So I've been doing tournament settings practice on it that way, so I'm playing a little higher. But I played in all sorts of different positions. I played in places everything from I played games that player 1 wouldn't play because it was just really beat up, so I'd play player 2. Machines where the control panel was. A lot of people have seen me play with gloves. It's not because it's cool. Although it might be, I'm just not cool. I'm not cool enough.
I don't know. You're
I'm not
pretty
cool
cool.
enough. I'm not cool enough to wear gloves and pull it off. But the reason I did that is because I would play on these machines, and the control panels would be all like here,
Yeah.
where you would put your hands on one of these.
Yeah.
Would be all broken from the sweat, ruining the plastic.
Yeah.
And then your hands are like you cut your hands out.
Yeah, it's rough. Like
'Cause that's where you
the
set your
fiber,
hands.
the particle board is starting to.
The particle
yeah.
board, but
Yeah.
but even the vinyl that's on there.
Oh, really?
Is really really sharp. So I started wearing gloves because I was having people tape over that, and I said, you know what? Rather than asking people to tape it, I'm just going to wear gloves.
Right.
So I started wearing gloves. But
Interesting. So you have a machine at home, a cabinet at home?
I do have one.
Okay.
We bought one from a museum, and then we had the 4164 chips put in it, so it'd run a little cooler, and change the power supply. And
Yeah, how do you upkeep it and make sure it doesn't die on you?
You just have to have people take care of it. The monitor right now has a flyback issue, so we're going to have to repair that. So
Okay.
I haven't done anything on it for about 2 weeks because it's green.
Yeah. Oh
It's
my
green,
gosh.
got flyback issue. We think it's a problem on the neck of the tube. So
Okay.
But I've got several machines in my house. Pinball machines, video games.
Right. So pinball machines. What's your favorite pinball machine that you have at home?
I'm old school. Target Alpha.
Oh wow.
The old Gottlieb ones. There's actually several of them. Our goal in Kansas City is to collect enough machines that we can start a pinball and video game museum.
Wow.
So
very cool.
that's the goal. I got about a 3-year plan on that.
Cool.
How many video games? How many pinball machines do you have?
I have 20 machines all total, and I started collecting them in August.
Wow.
You have a new one?
That's pretty
You have
quick.
new ones?
Yeah. And we've got a lot of old ones, mostly old ones. 1980 and before. I think the oldest stuff we have is 81.
Do you have any that are like
87, I take that back. We have an 87. We have Black Tiger.
Wow.
You have one-
Are any of them like
one
wood,
machine
like really hard wood, nice wood, or?
Oh, the games?
Yeah.
The pinball machines?
Yeah.
We don't have any 40s and 50s ones
Okay,
that are
those
all
would be
wood
a little
rails.
more classic, yeah.
Those are older. We're 60s and 70s, like the chimes, and then the Series 1 pinball
Okay.
machines,
Okay.
the
All right.
80s. Stuff that I grew up around. We also have 3 foosball tables that we're going to restore. Now, we're not just getting them, but if they're playable, we'll probably leave them the way they are as long as they're not bad.
Yeah.
But then there'll be some that we're going to have to set up a system where we can actually strip them down, repaint them, and also redo the play fields and stuff so they look like new.
So they look good, yeah. So
And,
they
and
look
that's one of the
sharp.
things we wanted to do was to make it a place where there was preservation and a restoration of machines, because those things are, slowly like, they made 26,000 joust machines, right?
Wow.
We estimated there might be 1,000 or 2,000 of them left. And what I did was I took.
Wow.
I've been all over the country, right?
Yeah.
And we said, how many joust machines did I run into in
Yeah.
a major city?
Yeah.
A major metropolitan city. How many joust machines did I run into? You pick one and say, okay, there's this many. Then how many do you think that are there that are in hiding?
Right.
So we took that number and we said, okay, well, maybe there's this many in this major city.
Right. You guesstimate.
We took a
Sure.
pretty good guess.
Yeah.
And then we said, okay, for every 250,000 people, there's one joust machine, and we ran that across the United States, and
So you
that's how we
figure
came up.
about-
That's how we came up with a number.
1 to 2, 1 to
Yeah.
2,000.
Yeah. So maybe
Interesting.
2 or 3% of those things might be left.
Hey, Scarlet Speedster, welcome back.
Hey, Dad.
We're on a little break right now. Rudy, we're watching Rudy Ferretti is going for 10 million on Jaws, the NES version. Looks like he's back. Looks like he's back, and we also are joined by Lonnie the Joustinator. I liked how
Joustinator.
The Joustinator.
Yes, listen to me now and believe me later. I will crush you.
I will crush you. I will joust you until your eyes bulge out of your head.
That's right. And then I will step on them.
I will step on them. Yeah.
Check the pinball video game hall, the pinball Las Vegas, or if they have one in stores.
What do they have? What pinball are you looking for?
Oh, do they have what? Check Las Vegas, see if they have one. They have one in stores. If you have one.
Thanks, Neo. Thanks,
Yeah,
Chase.
you always have stuff. You always have stuff out the way and still.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinball Hall of Fame has
got it.
All sorts of machines in storage too. They have a joust on the floor. Yes.
Are you? Oh, there we go.
They said they were trying to call me on the
All right.
telephone.
Hey, welcome everybody from the front page of Twitch. You're on Elite Lounge Live, and we are watching Rudy Ferretti and his 50-hour marathon of playing Jaws, the NES version. He just got back from a short little break. He was banking up some time, and he's at 5,111,600 points. He is just he's cranking. He is cranking through. He set out the day to go deathless, and he was making it. He got caught. He lost his submarine and was a single scuba diver versus Jaws. He got caught between like two baby Jaws and Jaws and lost 2 lives like that. And since then, he's only had 1 other loss. He's only lost a total of 3 lives. He's been nonstop. It didn't stop for 10 hours straight. I think there was even a moment where he peed whilst playing. And yeah, so welcome U600. This is an example of endurance. Skill.
Let me recap again.
Yes.
I know, Xander, you've been here all day.
I have been here all day.
So let me just take a little bit of load off.
Thank you.
What you guys are watching
is
Rudy Ferretti. He is attempting to go for the unofficial world record of Jaws. I don't. Right now, I think the official record-keeping entity kind of is not in a position to keep records right now. So but regardless, he's going for a 10 million point rollover on the game. He initially wanted to not die one time through the whole thing.
That was his dream scenario.
That's his dream
that
scenario.
Was like dream scenario, right? He knew it was difficult, but he was like, you'll see below. It was like dream.
You gotta set your goals high, right? So he's been playing already. Like he started at what time, Xander?
9 a.m. this morning.
He's been playing
Pacific Standard Time.
He's been playing continuously since 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. He's heading towards his 10 million. One of the reasons we wanted to bring this into our broadcast is because, as you may know, if you've been here before, I complain a lot about the skill level of today's gamers because they're a bunch of crybaby noobs used to easy modes and, achievement unlocked for putting their disc in the drive. So every now and then, I want to show actual game skill, and you find a lot of the super high grade game skill in the sort of classic arcade game community, back when steel was forged in the fire hot pits of frickin' Mordor, and men were men and gods were gods, and games didn't have baby mode. People actually had to play and get good at games, and they would actually chase scores and things of that nature.
Right.
So I think it's good every now and then to refresh the nubile audience with some epic gameplay. Now I can't confirm this. Xander was mentioning this, okay? I cannot confirm this.
No, we have no confirmation.
But I swear, when Rudy was playing,
5 hours,
about 5 hours in, you have to understand,
in.
the game that he's playing, it doesn't have any really break points. It's just continuous back-to-back screen after screen after screen. So it never really occurred to me that there's not a good time to take a bathroom break in this Jaws game. So while we're sitting here watching it, I swear to all that is holy, I heard Rudy just piss the floor while he was playing, and his gameplay was completely uninterrupted.
Unfazed gameplay, but it was, and not just that, it was like a 2-minute long.
Oh, easily. I mean, and so you got to understand the level of dedication a gamer has to have to not break concentration and just pee the floor.
Listen, and to Rudy's, because it did sound like it was peeing on the
I mean,
floor.
that's just like, you do not,
No,
that is.
It was like, you just heard spatter, like, just like, flop, 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 flop.
I mean, today's gamer
could've been a
couldn't
large
even
bucket.
contemplate that. Today's gamer would be like, oh my God, the temperature in the room is up 1 degree. I need to press pause and adjust the room. We've got a guy here going for a record who'll pee the floor to do it. Okay, so
Yeah, and I'll say this too. Here he is. He has his dream goal of going deathless. He gets 2 in a row, like boom, boom, and they were tough spots. And you know what? He goes, I hear it. He's bummed. I can hear it in his voice, but he gets right back into it. He never stopped. And since then, he's only lost 1 more life in the 10 hours that he's been going, which to me is, I was thinking about it, if I put myself in the deathless dream scenario and I died, you don't give up. You consider yourself, okay, I'm starting over again deathless.
Yeah.
I will not die again.
Well, look, one of the things is when you're watching this, first of all, really good game players make games look easy, okay?
Yeah.
And so you'll say, well, the game looks easy, and, what's the big deal? What we have to understand is that the endurance factor of playing any game, as long as these games, as some of these, classic game players can play them, it brings a whole new level of difficulty because now you have a physical body challenge, an attention challenge. Just sit and stare at anything for 30 hours. Even if you don't have to do anything, it's hard to just do that. So we're hoping that he's able to accomplish the goals that he has set. He's clearly his thumbs. If he's using a Nintendo controller for this, his thumbs got to be killing him.
He's using original Nintendo controller, not the square brick, but he's using the dog bone. So the dog bone, if you recall, it has just rounded edges. It's similar to the Super Nintendo, but it's not. Still the 2 buttons. Oh, that was the timer.
There's the controller he's using.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. If you take a look, people who are new here, make sure you're on.
Give it back
make
to
sure
him.
you're on our team page, EliteLoungeLive.com, because you can click around on the angles. You can see who's talking here. Jason Hall.
Yes.
And me, Xander. I'm one of the hosts here, along with Jennifer Zhang and Adam Rady, who are both out right now. But yeah, and then if you want to Skype in, Skype 1, 3, 6, and 8.
Yeah, you can join our broadcast
by
Skyping in, and you'll actually get into our feed, and you can talk to us and comment on the gameplay that you're seeing or what have you. At this point, I'm guessing Rudy's thumb muscles are built up huge, and they're pumped.
Probably went.
Hello from South Korea, Family Kid 2000. He's back. So now South Korea is watching the Jaws record run.
Thank goodness. We have Australia represented.
We've got a worldwide
South Korea
audience happening.
If you're not familiar with this, so it was released in 1987. So you're on the ship. You encounter random groups, which will be mostly these baby Jawses, is what we've been calling them.
Baby Jawses.
You receive shells, but so he has previously received a submarine. That means you can take a hit. You can take a hit and you pop out of it in full scuba gear. But as a scuba diver, you get hit once, you're dead. So it's merciless. You die.
It isn't easy mode, McBaby hands, McCoddle, and McTears prevention. All the games that you guys play today were made by Johnson & Johnson with no more tears. It's like baby shampoo.
By the way, that shampoo burns.
No more tears.
I think you're using it wrong. You don't just rub it directly into your eyes. It goes on your hair.
It burns.
Scarlet Speedster saying he wants to see you, Jace, attempt something like this. I'll tell you what, Jace Hall's marathon is his life. He doesn't sleep at all.
Oh, man. So how many people have played the NES version of Jaws? Are there any of you in the chat right now who have played it? Probably not. You guys are probably born like yesterday. You guys are still in your gaming diapers. Your first challenge was using your Wii controller to create your me.
Neostorm's my age.
Scarlet Speedster has.
Scarlet Speedster's up there.
I mean, dude, this guy, Rudy, is hitting the button for each shot. And he's been banging that button for like, how long now? 10 hours?
Yeah, 10 hours. Took a short break.
That's got to, I just, man.
Yes. Yeah, because he started at 9. Yeah. He did take about a 30-minute break. This will be it. His? I feel like it's only like 6 hours.
He's
I'm
going
not
for
sure.
a personal best. Thank you, Family Kid 2000.
Yeah, his best score prior to this was
1.7.
1.6.
Yeah, 1.6 million.
Yeah, 1.6.
Down below, he writes, his unofficial score was 1.7 million, and his official personal score was 1.6 million.
1.6.
Deathless.
No, he does. Now he's playing on an original NES. He has it on a cooler with a big fan blowing
Does he
at
really?
it, so it does not overheat because, that long on it can cause some heat issues. Yeah.
This game clearly is an endurance.
Well, it's
you know what I mean? It's not.
I feel like once, in a way, joust with dodging and such. When you get up there in hours,
Is it working? Is the core working for the NES system?
Let me get you a mic. So that people can hear you. So
and by the way, also here in the lounge, for those who don't know, is Lonnie McDonald, potentially the greatest Joust player ever. And if you've ever played the game Joust, you know that game is no joke. And Lonnie can roll that game without thinking. So
fastest was 4 hours, right?
He can roll that game in 4 hours and 12 minutes. I know you can't understand what I just said because that level of gameplay is so beyond your comprehension.
So it just kind of hooks. See how mine kind of just hooks underneath.
You gotta put it under
yeah,
your
and it's
below
bendable. Yeah, so if that's a little too snug, you can bend it up a little bit. Yeah, is that all right? Yeah, that's it. And you're on and good.
I can hear you.
I'm gonna just go monitor it, make sure it sounds good. But yeah, you were about to say when you get up there. Finish your thought.
Whenever you guys are play a long time, and some people will say an hour is a long time. It's really not. 2 hours is a long time. When you start setting for long periods of time, then you have physical fatigue. You have retina burn in your eyes. You have to neutralize that some way. The best way to neutralize this is looking at a piece of gray, because the color palette overloads you, and that relaxes your eyes back.
Oh, really? You have things to look at to kind of reset your eyes?
Yeah, gray, from a color standpoint, and I have some expertise in colors, gray neutralizes everything. Like people who would match color for furniture and things like that, they have them look in, they do the colors in a gray cabinets because it neutralizes all the other colors. So if you ever overload yourself with color, look at gray. And if you're looking at a screen for a long time, it can really be straining on your eyes, and if it's straining on your eyes, it's straining on other things too.
So gray's the coffee beans of
yeah,
clears the sense.
And the longer you get, the more things, the more your muscles. I tell people, if you're going to play a long time, don't ice when it starts to hurt. Ice before it starts to hurt, because your forearms, your shoulders, your neck.
See, now that
Take the ibuprofen
beforehand.
before
Yes.
it starts to hurt. Ice something before it starts to hurt. And if you're hitting something a lot like this, it's different if you're doing this. If you're hitting something a lot, well, I have really strong fingers, so mine will never hurt. But it's
Up
here.
there, yeah.
It's here and in here, and you'll find it'll start hurting. And now it'll start hurting 20 hours in. If you're going to do a 50-hour marathon, you have to hurt it for 30 more hours.
I got to guess. See, like in joust, you're using your wrist to press the button, but Rudy's got to be using his thumb because the way you hold the pad, I don't know how you can
B. It's just A and B, yeah.
That's just got to be. I mean, when you look at how fast he's pressing the button.
Yeah.
Although when I saw him this morning, the button presses were definitely faster.
Yeah.
Has Rudy got thumbs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he have what?
Does he have thumbs at all?
I don't know.
Yeah, it gets and you have to as it gets
Not anymore.
The longer you get up into a marathon, the more you have to project things in your mind, where you could react, like when you're just starting, your mind starts to get tired and gets fatigued. So now you have to start projecting them out further,
right?
Because your reaction time is slower too.
Right.
Yaucho Press said that he's calculated that Rudy's had to hit the button about 45,000 times in 11 hours.
Oh yeah, that's You Chop Trees.
Yes.
He knows where he. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's bleeding all over the controller.
Well, that's what happened.
Can
here.
we get a picture of that blood? I'd like to see. If you're going to bleed for it,
that's dedication.
So we would actually have 2 fluids there that would take a hazmat team to come in and clean up blood and pee.
Blood and pee
in that house.
There we go.
Those
In
are
that
all,
house.
those
Piss
are
and
all
blood.
hazmat
Well,
cleanups.
that's how you know a game was played.
I'm telling you,
there's piss and blood on the floor.
That's dedication.
Piss and blood. What was there piss and blood? Oh well.
I don't know. That's just a rumor we started.
Yes, right. Exactly.
For those who are just joining our broadcast, I see we've moved back into first position. You are watching Rudy Ferretti make a marathon attempt at a Jaws record. He's trying to roll the game past 10 million points. He's been playing since 9 a.m.
Yeah.
He's been going for 11 hours so far. This game doesn't really have any breaks. If you watch it, you'll see it's just screen after screen, and his little thumb has got to be just.
And where he admittedly himself has been struggling all game is here in the bonus levels, right? So it's Galaga like in that, except it's the opposite. You're not shooting up, you're dropping down, but they come in with a pattern, and there are a few. If you get all of the jelly fish, you get a 10,000 point extra bonus. And it's been tough all day getting those. He's had 1 or 2 that I've seen, but there's one where the jellyfish come up top and they seem in a perfect line, and you cross with the ship, the plane being able to drop them, but then once they're up and they spread out perfect, they randomly wiggle.
Really?
Yeah, and he hasn't hit a single one of those all day, and he hates it. He curses every time that bonus one comes up because it's rough.
Hello, am I on? Hello?
You're on. Hello.
Yeah, that's Muscle and Fitness, straight from Australia.
Fitness and muscle.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Alan.
You're bud.
You see him? He's behind you.
What's going on, Alan?
Bottom right-hand corner.
Not much on him, mate. Yeah, good to see you.
Hey, what's on, man?
Mooner 420. Hello, Mooner 420.
Oh, Mooner's back.
So Rudy's averaging 450,000 points an hour.
Approximately, yeah.
450,000 points an hour.
So he'll get it way before the 50 mark.
Yeah, he'll get it in like 23 hours, like
right.
total.
Well, you're hoping that he gets it. Just remember the physical attrition, mental attrition.
That's true.
The scoring rate will go down.
That's true.
If that was the case, I could score as much as 2.4 million an hour, but I could never keep that pace up for 50 hours.
Right. That's only because you're not me.
Yeah.
But
that's because you're superhuman.
Right.
Being the greatest gamer of all time has its perks.
Yeah.
But no one expects anybody else to be me, so that's okay.
Well, no. I mean, many people could fit inside of you
Right.
if we squish them in because you're so tall and roomy. Yeah, so there have been some close calls, I tell you, and
I just don't know how he can keep doing this over and over.
well, it's interesting. You're talking about the retina burn, seeing things during
Simon Belmont.
That's right, the Simon Belmont. He's not in the castle right now. He is out.
Wow.
Not slaying vampires. Thank you for being here. Rudy's keeping good pace, but I'm trying to remember who it was and the game he played, but he said the green on the screen started to actually look. He had gone over 50 hours. He was like in his 58 hour. It looked like pool table felt from what he was looking
John's 1345 says 9 hours the last time he played for that long. He was playing Jack 3 on a bet, and he could beat it 3 times in 24 hours. Interesting.
How many hours did you say he's going to play?
50.
That's 22 million.
So that would be 22 million. So what approximately he'll hit the 10 million at where?
Well, yeah. The question is when he hits the 10 million mark, does the steam come out of the sales? You know, like because
already he said I'll hit it way before the 36-hour mark, but I'm going to keep going on.
At this rate, he's going to hit 10 million in 20 hours.
In 20 hours, yeah.
That's such a long time for anything.
That would mean he would have to continue for 30 more hours once getting
watching
his
these
goal.
because we've been rebroadcasting these marathons and just watching like Victor and Ken House and these guys. It's just crazy how long they can play.
Yeah.
There's few people on earth who can do anything this long. It doesn't matter what it is. Even it's like, here's chocolate cake for 10 hours. They can't, you know what I mean? It's just not going to happen.
You have to put yourself in. I had the guys at Williams, the last site that I rolled in my 100 weeks, 100 machines that I rolled over was the Williams building. And the folks at Williams asked me, a question a lot of people ask me is, how do you set for that long? and they heard about the 50 hours, but they were just talking about how do you set for that long? I said, well, you break it down into little increments. It's not, I'm sitting here for 5 hours. It's, you have a little goal and you say, for me, 5 hours is like 5 minutes. But I never say 5 minutes. I say 4.2 minutes. So it's always this, I'll go, it's 4.2 minutes. So I only got, so I make my
baby
mind
steps.
I make my mind think it's something else. And I said, now what you guys will understand, because you're all technical people, right? And they go, yeah. I said, I changed the space-time continuum in my mind. So that's what you do.
Smart.
Muscle and Fitness says that, Simon Belmont said we need a cam on Rudy, and Muscle Fitness says that, someone else could be actually playing. And my response to that is, if someone else is going to play and let Rudy take all the credit, that's fine. That's okay. I mean, only one person is getting the credit. So if someone's going to actually play for 20 hours and not take the credit, okay, I don't care.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing that anybody can play a long period of time on things that are really aggressive games. The designers of the games, when you talk to them, never imagined people playing the game that long. Really,
yeah.
Of course.
I literally had John Newcomer, the designer of Joust, standing behind me, just going, not believing that I was tearing. Not believing I was tearing.
What
his game
he was
apart.
thinking was, I should have made it harder. He's like, man, I had a chance. I could have made it harder.
I should have made it
harder, and this would not be happening.
Yeah. But they never perceived anybody. The designer, the engineers, they never perceived anybody playing as long as people like McAllister or I or Christian Gringus or a few other people have played. So they're like, but they like the fact that people are still playing their games.
Right.
They feel really honored by that, and I said it's a lasting tribute to how good the games in the '80s were.
Catherine Cornelius test.
Oh yeah, Catherine Cornelia test is back.
Jaws.
You're back. You took a 10-hour break and missed a lot. Well, It was more like an 8-hour break. But welcome back.
I wonder if this will work.
Oh, I've been meaning to do that all day, but I just haven't. I bet these have to be turned up in here.
I don't know how loud it is in the broadcast.
I'll go listen. I don't hear it.
Hello?
I don't hear it.
Nothing?
I'm not hearing it in the lounge.
Okay, show that on the screen.
Oh yeah, it's
that's,
playing.
Alan
It's
plugs
playing in the hype
Let's see.
machine.
How close do you have to get to one of these can you focus in on it?
It'll autofocus. Just get really close to it. There's like a 10-second delay.
Which camera?
Yeah, it's playing.
It'll. If you look at the wall there, that one will show in the bottom left corner camera. The
Yeah.
bottom Surface tablet's in
Yeah.
the bottom left.
You'll see. There's a delay. See, here you go. Here you go.
Okay.
They hear it.
Closer.
Oh yes.
You're too low. Oh, it doesn't autofocus. Is that you and the Muscle and Fitness Man?
Yep. That's Alan and I having a pose off.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. That's Alan and I have a pose off in Kong Off. That was Kong Off 2. And Alan lost convincingly.
Oh yeah, I can tell. Alan is a small, is a tiny human. I don't.
He wanted to go best 2 out of 3, but I was done by then. I didn't tell him that I had stuffed my arms with pillows. So let's just keep that secret.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like a boss.
People watching they don't hear.
Oh well. Rudy is hopefully doesn't die in this process. You can actually die. People in like South Korea have died playing video games for long periods of time.
That's commitment, man.
Oh, that's dying doing what you love.
That's total commitment. It's like the chicken and the pig, making breakfast. The chicken lays the eggs and they scramble it. The pig has a little bit more commitment, doesn't he, for the bacon?
Oh, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
I don't get the yolk.
I don't get the yolk. Nice. Thanks, Timel77 for cheering Rudy on. Yeah, he's at 5.3 right now, and going strong, trying to hit.
It's the bonus scene. Let's see how he does.
So far, guys, the score rate's 450,000 per hour. Right?
Yes.
That's what we calculated.
450,000 points an hour is what he's doing, because he seems to not like these bonus screens that much. Look at those misses. Come on, Rudy. Work that Nintendo thumb.
We call it the Nintendo Super.
Is it possible he has one thumb bigger than another?
At this point, it's got to be.
Are you kidding me? It's like lady in the water that not great movie, but the one guy all he does is curl the one arm.
Who is talking, Timmel? It's Lonnie McDonald, the greatest joust player ever. He is like the record champion. I don't know if you ever played joust, but you shouldn't even think about touching the machine now that you've even heard the name Lonnie McDonald. You're not even allowed to touch the machine anymore. The man can roll the machine in like 4 hours. So I can't even tell you how epic you have to be able to do that.
See, to show how far away I am from those types of scores, I didn't even understand, really, I think until today, I grasped the concept of what it means, the rollover. And
He's lived in a real sheltered life.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone roll over a score until the missile command. Then I understood. Okay, I get it.
That was an insane performance. 71 hours and change, almost 72 hours. I was watching. I was going, come on, Victor. You only need like 10 more minutes, and you're at 3 days.
I know.
I mean, only one person alive made it that far.
Yeah, well,
George Lutz.
Yeah, George Lutz.
And he-
83 hours was it?
For Qbert, right?
Yeah,
That's Qbert.
And some of the
See,
guys.
but in Qbert you can get longer rests.
You get 45 minutes rest, you know,
Wow.
and what happens when you can rest like that is it really refreshes you. Hey, if I had 45 minutes rest, I'd go take a nap, take a shower, come back.
Right.
I mean, it's some of the marathon gamers, and no disrespect to George, that was insane.
No,
Yeah,
that's
84
really good.
hours.
But like when I was watching the Robotron one, they couldn't
You
even they
can't-
couldn't
you
get
can't
that
even
long
like-
of a rest.
If you take 5 minutes in Robotron, you
That's
like
yeah.
one man every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And you only have 255. So
Oh,
you could have, and George would have like 800 guys. So it's a really different game. If you're talking about something you put a quarter in, you literally can't rest except for the bathroom.
Right.
Or putting a quarter in and being able to sleep for half an hour. They really don't fall in the same category. It's almost, to me, it's almost like, this is just, there are a few other marathons should do this. Should they be programs with sleep without
I don't know. I mean,
with a pause button, without a pause button.
Well, to me, if you're gonna marathon, pause button should be out. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
pause.
but
If
to
you,
me-
if you can
but to-
pause, then
You shouldn't be able to pause.
But isn't that the same as sleeping?
well, no, because the game has to keep
The
going.
game continues. No, here's the thing. You have to understand the game well enough to use the exploits. Like here, he pulled into the dock and was
Right.
able to sit there while he took his break, right? It's just
Oh,
like,
look,
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Michael Soroka. I know who that is.
Uh-huh.
I saw his Twin Galaxy show. I turned it off.
Oh, you
I
did? Okay.
forgot that I had it on because we couldn't
we
hear
couldn't
it.
hear it, yeah.
But isn't that part of what you want to do is provoke thought?
Yes.
Provoke thought. So the
Oh, yeah.
thought-provoking thing is sleep comparable to a pause button? And I say, let's take a poll.
is sleep comparable?
How many think sleep is comparable to a pause button?
That's
and
a-
then that would be question one. And question two is, how many people really don't care?
Exactly.
That'd be
Yes.
everybody.
everybody. But that is a really great question. So we can hear you typing, Skype. If when you type, you just mute your mic, then
Who is that? That's Alan. Alan, are you typing?
Oh, sorry, sir. Oops.
Look at you typing away.
You typing away. with
He's typing secrets.
With your big muscles and your big fitness.
Now he's probably playing Typing of the Dead or something.
Yeah. You're playing. What was the?
Okay, I'll go. Done typing, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
So what is the record on Jaws? Anybody know?
On what?
What's the record on Jaws? We can look at. We have the Twin Galaxies old book.
It's not on there.
It's not in there?
No, because they only had arcade emulators and then arcade machines, actual arcade
It
cabinets.
doesn't have Nintendo?
No, it doesn't have. No.
Wasn't it 4 million on NES?
It might have been. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, John. He's still feeling a little icky, so not sure if he'll make it in at all.
Can you ask me a question? Sure.
Go for it, Simon.
By the way, the 15-second delay that Twitch has, there's nothing that can be done about it. Everybody has that.
Oh, it's been brutal today. I timed it, and it was 27 seconds.
Well, it depends. But
Yeah.
those shortest it can be is 15 seconds.
Simon asks, how do you kill
the
a pterodactyl?
You have to hit it in the mouth.
Jason told me that.
What you need to do, Lonnie, when you get questions like that, is let me answer it properly.
Yeah.
Lonnie gave you the wrong answer, Simon. I'm going to tell you the proper answer. Here's how you kill the pterodactyl.
That's what
Are you ready?
I asked you before he was out here.
Here we go.
He would answer.
The way that you kill it is by being awesome. Do you understand? If you're not killing it, then you're not being awesome.
You're just not good enough.
That's all it is. So what you need to do is then decide to be awesome, and those things drop like flies.
Right. And just remember next time,
what is that?
The questions of noobs echo in the halls
Right.
of Leadness.
Hey, Schwerka or Timmel, what does the old TG database say about the NES record for Jaws? Can you look it up?
Yeah, look it up.
Or do you have the database and it's just like totally unaccessible?
There was a lot of talk that there was, because it's now only unofficial, right? There was, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it's.
If you're not killing it, you ain't gonna kill it. If you have to ask, we're not gonna answer it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I usually just try to help people.
Yeah, you can help them lose.
Now,
to you.
If we were playing for money, I wouldn't help you at all.
There you go.
Of course. I like that. Boxica Joe moves says, "Oh, Jace."
Oh man.
Yeah, he'll hear that beeping noise for a while in his head.
I was in Springfield, Missouri at an 80s event. We were going down to Branson, and we stopped in Springfield at an arcade in 1984, and they were hall were having an event there, and so we went over and played in the pinball tournament they had there, which I'd never played in one before. In the pinball tournament. But while I was there, they had all sorts of 80s machines. They had a joust machine there, and I was standing watching a guy play joust. And then this is a good story. He's like, he goes, "Well, do you want to play?" I said, "No, I've played enough." And he goes, "No, you can play." Oh, he says my microphone's going in and out. Am I messed up? Or is it just me?
Looks like it's on.
Let's see.
It's going crackling.
It could be just me. It could be rubbing against my beard.
Everyone that uses
Static.
that mic has that problem.
Everyone who has that mic has that problem. Number 4.
Oh, it could be my mic.
It's the hand mic.
That
it's
makes
the
the
hand
stat.
one.
But anyway, we were.
Yeah, I've changed.
Is it gone now?
I don't know.
Well, it just depends where I am relative to the noise.
Got it.
So
It's gone? Oh, okay.
So I was watching the guy play joust, and he goes, "Oh no, come on, we can play doubles." I said, "No, that's fine. I'll just watch you." And he says, "Well, I'm done. Do you want to play?" And I said, "Well, what's your best score?" And he tells me. I said, "Well, let me play it to a point where you can play it over that." And he just looked at me like, "You can play that high?" Well, so I sat down and played it for about 20 minutes and handed the thing at 1,000,000 points, and he goes, "Did you even lose a man?" And so I handed him the thing at 1,000,000 points, and come to find out, after my wife and I were talking to him later, when they were coming in from St. Louis, his wife was going, "Well, what's your favorite game?" He goes, "Joust." And so we were talking, and I gave him one of the signed Twin Galaxies cards, and he goes,
Awesome.
he goes, his wife says, "You just made his day." He goes, "Joust is his favorite game of all time." He goes, and so they have a picture of he and I in their house together with their joust machine.
That's awesome.
So
he had a
that was
joust
cool.
machine.
So I
at home.
taught him how to play at some of the higher levels.
Do you do you feel a difference between a joust machine and a MAME joust game?
Well, I actually have the MAME world record.
Do you feel a difference though when you play it, or
Well,
do they feel
it
identical
plays
to
the same. It depends on what you're using for a keyboard. I played on Mark Hoff's machine.
Right.
And he had his
you?
control.
But like forgetting the control part, I'm just saying the actual mechanics of the game, identical.
Identical.
So if you were to play it on here with a controller, right?
If you're playing green white,
Okay.
ROM,
Right.
it'll play the same.
Okay. Just curious.
And I've played red, and I played green, white. I played MAME. I played MAME in some different versions, and the versions will play a little different. The last one I played at Williams, which was Site 100, was a red ROM, which was original. Red ROM. Red ROM actually means you're not supposed to send it out.
No, it means murder.
Yeah,
I saw The Shining.
Yeah, red ROM. Yeah. No. Red ROM means not to send it out. Is what Williams told us.
The record is 1.7 million. So
that was right. That was the one he put up.
yeah. So clearly,
Yeah. So
he's past the
He's
record.
way past. He's way past the record.
He's past it, definitely.
Is that grandfathered or what?
It was. Yeah. That was what the talk has been.
Well, there's there's all this controversy around this game, or other games that are like it, where you can do sort of repetitive point gathering. So that's why there's confusion or hotly debated points of view on it.
What do they call it? Leeching?
They call it leeching.
Yeah, point leeching. But you see, to me, where I personally fall in on stuff like that is the game is the game, right? Like if you're playing it, you're playing it, regardless of the point leeching. He still has to sit here and pee the floor and endure.
Well,
you know what I mean? It doesn't diminish the achievement, in my opinion.
No, and it's not like he has infinite lives. He's not pausing. He's still going through.
So
strategically
you could have
moving.
2 categories, right? Yeah. One where you have that, and one where you don't.
And then there's a third category, which is the hazmat category, which is you have dedicated yourself so much that you will pee the floor and you will bleed to play.
That's right.
Exactly.
Okay. And those sort of people really, I don't care whether you like them or don't like them, if they're bleeding and peeing.
You got to respect that.
You got to give them a little props. And we have Jason. We already dispatched a hazmat team.
Yeah, we're going there to take samples.
Man, rumors are going to fly.
Well, here's the
all
thing:
they have to do is watch back.
Look,
all they have to do
we
is
got to
get
go
a
there
power.
and get some of that off the floor and piss test him for blood doping, some steroids.
That's right.
We want to make sure that he's not Lance Armstronging this game.
He's spinning his blood out.
All I gotta say is just look at his thumbs. It's gonna be obvious if he's been doping.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, his thumb has a blister right now. Got it.
So what is?
You're leaving there, Muscle and Fitness.
Muscle and Fitness.
Thanks for hanging out.
All right.
So what do you think about game doping? Is it good or bad for the sport?
Game doping?
For video game doping, huh? I like it.
Drug testing your video game players.
Well, wait, would you play at a higher level if you just snort cocaine before?
I would assume. I don't know.
Because, man, you'll be...
I think if, like in sports, I was very... I was kind of shocked that McGuire and those guys did it because they claimed that they did it and you lose faith in them. But I'm like, if somebody's going to do it, just let them all do it.
Yeah.
It's an equal playing field.
And it would make it even more entertaining because then you guys got hitting balls so far out of the...
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I think,
they'll be dropping dead.
If somebody wants to do cocaine and steroids to play games, I say we let them do it.
Hey.
Why not?
In the end.
Why not?
It's good. It's good.
Well,
it's good play.
Yeah, I mean,
they're only hurting themselves. They're not hurting us.
Right. This may sound awful, but there's a part of me that tips my hat to Lance Armstrong for 7 times. He won 7 times. And that's not without skill. Yeah. He obviously has skill, but he also figured out a way to help himself during that. Yeah.
Spiller 18. It stinks that they shut down Twin Galaxies. Well, you never know. It may rise again in the gaming future. One can only hope.
One can only hope.
The most iconic name in gaming should rise up and do something.
You would think that it could find itself a future. Fingers crossed.
Should caffeine be allowed? Well, should caffeine be allowed? I think you should run a Red Bull through your system like water. Like antifreeze. I mean, can't you just replace all your blood with Red Bull?
Well, it's interesting. You can get into like world record stipulations.
Yeah.
Only X amount of milligrams of caffeine per hour are allowed. Like, you have them pee test the whole time. You could do that, but why? But why?
They still have to stay awake.
That's right.
The military used to. I was looking at some study when I was looking at doing marathons and how long people can stay awake and stay cognitive and what happens to people when they don't sleep. And for Victor to stay awake 3 days and play at an extremely high level for 3 days.
I know.
was quite impressive. And his game started at 1.5 million an hour. It stayed there for 50 hours.
Before it started dipping?
Before it started slowly.
I'm glad you kept track of that because I wanted to know that
It
stat.
slowly, then it went to 1.457, and it slowly degraded over the next day.
I talked to him right after.
But it was still very impressive play all the way to the end.
I talked to him right after. He said within the first few hours, his right hand swelled up 30%. And I was just like,
well, yeah, I love seeing
and
his
then his hands were shaking.
Yeah, they were shaking the whole time, weren't they?
The whole time. And the thing was, he made it so easy.
But you guys realize that's not physical. It's one thing to be really physically strong, but it's a whole other thing to be able to block all that out mentally and say, I will continue to play, and either to use the pain to keep you awake or to sharpen your senses.
Absolutely.
So you have to redirect that.
Timmel, Michael. The Elite Lounge has been doing its thing we're about, I would say the form that we are currently in is about 5.5 months old. And we've been covering various video games, and we've started to get more involved with classic gaming and marathon running. And, some of the classic community has tuned in and seen the lounge and all of that. But Lonnie is actually the first sort of a member from that society to actually physically come here. And so my question is, what do you think? Based on
I'm taking it all home.
He's taking it home. So we don't have it anymore. Lonnie's decided that he's taking it home.
Yeah, the first thing I asked when I see all the servers, and they've got a huge setup here. It's not somebody's closet. Okay.
It's called Lonnie Lounge Live now.
Yeah, it's Lonnie. It's not somebody's closet. And then I walked into the room we're setting in. I said, "How big are those screens?" And they said 55 inches. And I said, "Can you fold one up so I can take it with me?" And this is amazing, guys. You should take your iPhone and do
a panorama.
Do a panorama, or just do a little video around it so everybody can see it, because it's all the screens.
They can see it.
All the small screens they have up. I think you can see it all, but to see it all in one video all together, like you just walk. Like if I came in, like where Jace is standing in the entry of the room, and I went. Oh my gosh! And then you have to come over here and look at all those screens over there too. And I'm just kind of like, I kind of dig all the screens every place. So now when
how does it compare to
when I go home and I look at my,
like when you logged in and saw it versus coming here?
Oh, it's not the same.
Is it?
It's much better being here.
Interesting.
See, because you don't get to hang out with Jason Xander. I mean,
that's right.
Is it physically bigger or smaller than you perceived it through the broadcast?
No, this is about how big I perceive it.
Really? Okay.
Well, we are officially rebranded now as Leet Lonnie Live.
Lonnie Live.
Leet Lonnie or Leet Live Lonnie.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Either way it goes with it.
That's great. Joust corner. There you go. He's still playing at a really good pace there.
I don't know. I mean, I'm watching Rudy.
What I don't get is how good you can. The controller is so small.
Yeah.
To play at this kind of level for that long, it's got to be.
His shooting thumb has got to be hurting. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played Nintendo.
Do you think maybe he shot it up with cortisone ahead of time?
Miku.
I don't know, man. But when you play Nintendo long, your thumb really starts going.
So what do we think? Is it okay to shoot yourself up with cortisone before you play? So you don't. Is that going to be acceptable?
Well, it's not overkill when you're trying to prove that you are amazing.
Look at one button dash.
B12
I fucking hated Jaws on NES. Now wait a minute. Let me translate what one button dash just said. Whenever you hear a gamer say, "I hated that game," do you know what it typically means?
I can tell you.
Well, yes, Lonnie.
Yes. I suck at that game.
Oh!
I suggested a shirt that people only hate games they suck at. So that falls right into that category, right?
So Xander hates all games.
Xander was telling me about his Joust adventures today, and I said, was that on one man? He goes, no, that was like all the men.
I don't think Rudy's using a NES Advantage, is he? I don't think so. I think
No, no, he's not.
No, I think
No.
if you're gonna
No,
if
he-
you're gonna go for a record like this and take the time and pee the floor,
Right.
you're not gonna ruin it by
No.
using a NES Advantage.
No, he's using a original NES, and then he has the NES dog bone is the controller he's playing.
Right.
Okay, one you might see.
Rudy,
The one